No.
Why?
I already told you.
It's not fair. Why are you punishing me?
I already told
Are
you.
you taking video of me?
Oh, now you're not crying?
No, I am crying. Why do you make me this miserable?
You create these situations,
No,
man.
Dad.
Yeah,
you
you
get
do.
so mad. Like, why?
I've told you over and over again.
Yeah, for not taking the trash out the night before and for not cleaning up the kitchen. That's so stupid.
Right. It's really stupid not to do it.
No, it's stupid for punishing me for that.
You just keep on choosing not to do it.
No, it's a mistake.
No, it's not a mistake.
Yes, it is a mistake.
No, it's not.
It's not intentional.
Sorry, that's ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous.
You set an alarm, you set a reminder, do a post-it, do a calendar.
Okay, I'm sorry, but why are you punishing me for that? That makes actually no sense. You punish me for everything that you don't like. It's so unfair. You have no idea how it affects me mentally.
Maddie, do what you're supposed to do.
Okay, but why are you punishing me? Like, why can't you?
Because you don't do what you're supposed to do.
That's why do you punish me for that?
Because you're supposed to do it.
Okay, but that doesn't teach me anything.
You know, you just are deciding not to learn anything.
No, it just doesn't teach me anything.
I don't know what to tell you.
Can you stop recording me?
Why?
Because it's unfair. You can never talk to me like you're an adult. You have to record me or punish me or be mean to me or scream at me or curse at me. Like, talk to me like you're an adult for once.
I have. I've told you
No,
what
you're not. You're literally recording me like a child.
Children make recordings?
No, children are immature. This
Okay.
is immature.
Okay. You think you're
You
making...
think this is mature?
You think you're making things better
No,
now?
I just don't understand why you're
Right.
so mean.
I told you 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, this conversation's over.
But you're so mean. Like, I literally... Like, why are you grounding me?
Because I told you to take care of
but
this.
This is the second day in a row where you just made me hysterically cry for the rest of the night and you don't ever care. It's so wrong.
Why do you keep doing this,
Why
Maddie?
are you grounding me for this stupid reasons?
You keep on deciding that these things aren't important enough to actually
They
do.
are important. I just don't know why you're grounding me. I'm not saying they're not important.
You are. You prove that you don't think they're important by not doing them.
No, it's just a mistake.
No.
Getting up at 7:30 every single weekend, it's hard and I want to sleep in. It's not like I'm doing it to starve Cosmo or to piss you off. It's because 7:30 is really early and I don't want to get up at 7:30 on Saturday and Sunday.
I told you that taking care of a dog was going to require some changes.
No one else does this. No one else makes their daughter get up at 7:30 to feed their dog. That's literally only you. You make it so strict for no reason.
You said that you would take care of Cosmo.
Feeding him is taking care of him. Nobody eats on a strict diet every single day. Nobody does that. It's not, dogs are not supposed to be like actual children. Even children eat at every single time, every day.
He eats at 8:30 and 5. That's when you're supposed to feed him, and you don't.
Okay, but why do you have to make it so strict? It's not going to kill him if he eats 5 minutes later.
Because if on the weekend I tell Bill to come here at 8 and you're up with him and you take him for a walk and you feed him, then he and I can have the meal that I made without his...
At 7:30, I'm a child going to school every single day. 7:30, like I want
Go to bed earlier.
No,
Go to bed earlier.
Sleep in on the weekends and I want to hang out with...
You don't get to.
Why?
Because we have the dog that you wanted.
Yeah, but no one, like, what? You're so weird about him. Like, no.
You think that's going to help? Calling me weird?
I'm about Cosmo, yeah. Why are you like that? Why do you have, like, a 7:30, 5 o'clock on the dot meal plan for him? Nobody else is like that.
I want it taken care of. It's working
It's
for...
always taken care of, just not on the dot.
No, it's not, Maddie.
He's always fed. He's always fed.
I want him fed at 8:30 and 5.
Why?
Because that's when we feed him.
But why does it matter? Why are you so, like, meticulous about these random things and then everything else is like a free-for-all?
Okay, we're done talking.
Why?
Because I don't want to be yelled at by you anymore.
I'm just, like, frustrated because you ruined my life.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that.
No, you're not. about how miserable I am. You literally don't care. So you're not sorry. If you were sorry, you wouldn't make me feel so horrible all the time. I hate coming home. I hate being here. This isn't like homey here. You're just mean. You're flat out mean.
You create this
No,
environment,
I don't.
Maddie.
I really don't.
Yes, you do.
What your problem is. You never admit
You're uncooperative. You're disrespectful.
Mean. You're not a parent. You're not a parent.
Okay.
It's not okay. Like, what? Like, you don't even understand how, like, it affects Isabel and I that we never had, like, this loving parent who's there and is always hugging us and telling him that he loves us and doing all these things for us. You don't do that. All you do is scream at us.
You've told me dozens of times how you hate me.
Because you're so mean.
Okay.
It comes from somewhere. It's not like I'm just being nasty. Me saying I hate you comes from a place of you screaming at me all the time, punishing me, not letting me leave the house. Yeah, you think I'm not going to have hatred for someone who makes me feel like that?
Okay.
Good. Would you love someone who makes you feel horrible?
You know what?
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Now I understand you.
No, you really don't. Because if you understood me, you would feel sympathetic and you would feel sorry.
Yeah, I really feel sorry for you and the, miserable circumstances you live in and the really deprivation.
Hard. It's hard growing up with a mother and a father who literally never shows any love. It's hard.
Okay.
It's not okay.
All right.
It's not okay. And you will never know because you grew up with two parents, people who were always there for you. You literally grew up with a stay-at-home mom who was always by your side doing things for you. I didn't get that. And it's hard.
Yeah, nobody ever did anything for you.
I'm not saying nobody ever did anything for me, but I'm saying you were never there. You were never like this cuddly parent.
Right. I was never there.
I didn't say that.
You did. You said you were never there.
No, I'm saying you were never cuddly and you were never there to just like comfort Isabel and I.
Right.
Every time that we told you how we felt, it was a punishment or it was screaming in our face.
All right.
Or it was you being so mean to us.
Okay.
It's not okay. Even right now, how I'm tearing up telling you how I feel about you and you're like, oh, I don't fucking care. Like, that's not fair.
I didn't say that. I said okay.
That's what you're showing when you're just sitting there and you're like, okay, and you're still recording me.
Because I'm not gonna be bothered by...
No, you're not bothered by us. That's what I mean. You're not bothered by the fact that Isabel and I are so hurt.
You know what? Let Isabel speak for herself, okay? You want to speak for yourself?
You can speak for... Isabel has spoken for herself.
Okay.
And I'm telling you that we have a shared feeling.
No, just speak for yourself.
Okay, fine. Okay? I will speak for myself. You're unfair. And you don't act like a parent. Like, every time that my friend tells their parent how they feel or just expresses their feelings in any type of way, it's, like, taken into consideration. And they're like, you know what? Maybe I need to, like, do something different. Or I need to, like, let them feel more open to me or whatever.
Which friend is this the friend of the... who's got the sister who cuts herself? Is this the friend whose mom has kids with three different men? Which friend is this?
Why are you so rude?
No, I want to know who's the awesome parent.
I'm not saying any parent is awful. I'm saying that every parent that I know is actually like willing to help their child and cares about their child.
Okay.
Why do you do that?
Because it's amazing how, in depth you know all these other parents.
No,
That's great.
That when my friends are in this community, it's not like when I go to their house. And my friends will tell me things about their home life and about how their parents treat them and how they speak to them and about how they're like always supporting them no matter what and don't just neglect them and don't just drop them when they hear something they don't like or they forget to take the trash out. They don't just ground them. My friends will get grounded for legitimate reasons, not because they don't feed their dog at 8:30 on the dot, or because they don't take the trash down the night before, or because they didn't clean the chocolate stands on the stove.
Okay, good.
No.
That's how it works in their house.
Yeah, and you know what? They're gonna grow up and they're not gonna feel like they can't express themselves to other people. I feel like I can't tell people how I feel because every time I do, I grew up in an environment where I would just get grounded or I would get screamed at. It's hard for me to tell people how I feel now.
Oh, please. You seem to be doing a great job of it right now.
I'm crying right now because I was taught that I couldn't tell you how I feel without you getting mad at me.
That's nonsense.
No, it's not nonsense, Dad.
You don't, you're not, nobody's mad at you for how you feel. They're mad at you for what you
No,
do and
that's
don't
not
do.
what I'm saying I can never express myself to you.
That's nonsense.
It's not nonsense. When have I ever been like, literally before, I'm like, I was really like hurt at a young age when I would come downstairs and it wasn't like, there wasn't like Christmas music and it wasn't like really fun and it wasn't like Christmas wasn't in the air. And you're like, oh yeah, that's bullshit. Like basically telling me that I can't feel this way. That's what I mean.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry Christmas wasn't festive enough for you.
It literally wasn't.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're not sorry. And like, as your job, like, parents aren't just supposed to like raise their kids and like give them food and a home. Like, to be a good parent, there's other things. You have to make your kids feel loved and like bring them joy. You act like a parent's job is to only feed them and like put them through a school district. And you know what? You don't even drive me to school half the time because you refuse and you make me walk.
I drive you every day.
Okay, but whenever you're pissed at me, you make me walk.
Maddie, there have been, I don't know how many school days since September. Let's say there have been 100. I don't know how many there have been. 100? You've probably walked 5 days.
And watch how whenever
Excuse me? 5 days.
Okay.
Would you say it's more?
No, but I'm just saying
Okay,
that
so
that's
95
not
out of 100 days. Okay? You said most of the time I don't. Right? I drive you every day.
Okay, well, there have been countless times where you have refused to drive me somewhere.
Countless?
This morning.
I just estimated.
This morning.
I did drive you. I did drive you.
Yeah, after
I told you that I
and
should
you,
not
like,
have
messing with
because
my brain.
messing with your brain.
Yeah.
You know that you're not supposed to leave a mess in the kitchen. You know how to tell time.
It's just
You chose to make a big messy meal
It
with a
wasn't
pot,
big, it
2
wasn't
bowls,
big or
a
messy.
strainer.
It wasn't big or messy.
There were at least 5 dirty things in the sink. You should not have.
There was 1 pot, 2 bowls, and a spoon.
And a strainer.
Okay, so it's not big and messy. It was.
The sink was full of dirty dishes.
Yeah.
Now,
half
if
of
you
it was
can't
mine.
clean up your breakfast before you need to leave, then don't make that breakfast or start it earlier.
Okay,
Don't blame
I'm
me.
Sorry, I didn't estimate the time. Like, the things that you get upset at are so minor, and you.
It's not for you to judge, Maddie. It's
No,
not
it
for
is
you to
for
judge. No,
From
you.
my
There's
perspective,
there's
the things
no
that I get
there's
upset
no
at,
conflict whatsoever if you clean up after
you're just an
yourself.
angry person, and you
Clean
get-
up after
you get
yourself.
mad at
Clean
every
up
single
clean
thing.
up at no. Clean up after
Yeah.
yourself and there's no problem. Clean up after yourself.
Since when?
Wait, do you have a problem with that? Clean up after yourself.
No,
What
have
is there
no
anything
problem
wrong with
I
that?
have a
Well,
problem.
you wouldn't.
No.
I told you to clean up
So
after yourself
stop
and you said
interrupting me. I have a problem with when you ground me for not doing the dishes. That's ridiculous. I have no problem. Obviously, I have no problem with you getting upset about there being dishes in the sink. Whatever. But when you start taking these little things and you're like, now I'm punishing you. Now you can't see your boyfriend. Now you can't do this. It's so unfair. That's who taught you that that's how to teach a child to not do something. Like, that's like, it's like jail. It's unfair. And you don't understand how overly...
Don't tell me what I understand,
No, you
don't understand.
You were never put in this position. You don't understand.
What do you mean never put in this position?
When you...
I had responsibilities growing up and I met them. There wasn't any fighting about them. There wasn't any my saying I'm not going to put the groceries away. No, I don't want to mow the lawn today. No. I don't feel like cleaning the bathroom. No.
I never said no to anything.
Sure you did. You did it today.
Well, you know what? There were...
Wait, does never not include today? You did it today.
No, I'm not
You
saying
did.
that.
I told you at 9:30 to clean up, and you said no.
Do you see how you're just like going in a circle about the things that you're
I'm not.
mad at, but
You,
I have a
no,
list of
sorry.
things.
You said never. And I said, how about today?
Irritating. It's like, why are you okay with being like that?
You said something that's not true. And I told
You say
you.
so many things that aren't.
All right.
It's not all right. It's unfair. You're like, whenever I say something that's a little bit false, you're like,
A little bit false.
This.
You said never. And I said, oh, how about this morning?
Yeah, and you said the night before, and it was actually a week before.
What are you talking about?
So
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Music.
No.
The night before, it was a week before.
No, it wasn't. NYSSMA was on Monday, and I had to go on Friday to get the music. Friday before the Monday.
Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
That's not a week.
That's not a night.
It was supposed to have been done 6 weeks before. And instead, it was the Friday before the Monday.
Okay.
That's not okay.
On just going to
and I reminded you many, many times. Many times.
It's like I don't understand why you're dwelling on this.
Because it's part of a pattern and you refuse to see the pattern.
But there are so many things that you need to work on and you never...
We're not talking about me.
Yeah.
And you're not my parent.
But
You are not responsible for me.
Of like pointing out all my flaws.
No, Maddie.
Yes.
No, I tell you what you need to do and you don't do it. We're not talking about flaws. It's not a flaw.
You're always
It's a responsibility. And
meet your requirements.
That's not a flaw. There are responsibilities that you need to meet and you don't meet them. It's not a flaw.
Why are you taking the video?
Because somehow you stop crying when the video camera's on.
I was crying like 2 minutes ago.
Okay. You done now?
What, crying?
Yeah.
I mean, if we bring up something that like Monroe music doesn't affect me, so I'm not crying. I don't care.
Well, I'm not. I told you many times that this conversation's over, and since I have nothing else to say, and you just keep repeating yourself,
would continue to listen to their child.
I don't want to listen to you anymore.
Yeah, because you're not a good parent.
No, because you don't have any. Oh, really? Okay.
You're not.
All right.